Hey guys, and thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, I'm Kelly, this is KBellaBeauty, and today I am going to share with you my fall essentials. Fall has got to be one of my favorite times of the year. Now, I was born and raised in Michigan. I live in Houston, Texas now, but the thing I loved most about Michigan in the fall was watching the leaves change color and fall to the ground and visiting cider mills and getting cider and donuts, going and picking out pumpkins from the pumpkin patch. Those are things that I can't really enjoy to their full extent in Texas, but I do appreciate when my husband and I can go back to Michigan during the fall time and do those same things again. But I did go through my collection and I thought about some makeup products that I felt like were my personal fall essentials, as well as a couple candles, and I have some fashion items as well. So if you're interested in checking out my fall essentials, go ahead and keep on watching. I'm going to start with makeup products since that's probably why you came to my channel, and then I'll end with like my fashion items and my candle in case you're not interested in those items. Now, one thing that's really important for me as fall time hits is to take care of my skin, and my skin is dry all year round, but especially as it starts to get a little bit cooler, my skin tends to get more dry. So before I put on a foundation, I like to go in with a hydrating primer, and my favorite hydrating primer, I've mentioned this a bunch of times on my channel, but it's by Too Faced. It's the Hangover RX. And the thing that I like about this primer is that it's super moisturizing when it goes on, but it also gets a tacky feel as it dries down. And not like an uncomfortable tacky where you're like, ew, I need to wash my face, but a tacky where you feel like your foundation is really going to stick to the skin. So this one is my favorite primer for the fall time, but I have been trying out this sample that I got in a Play by Sephora, and it's by First Aid Beauty, the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. Now this is a priming moisturizer, but I don't use it as a standalone moisturizer. I use this after I've moisturized my face to prime the skin and just to give my skin a little bit more hydration, but a hydrating primer is a must for me in the fall. I'm actually out of the foundation that I reach for the most in the fall, so that's a reminder to me that I need to go pick it up, but it is my Holy Grail Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and the reason why I reach for that foundation so much in the fall and winter time is because it doesn't dry out my skin. Sometimes if I wear a foundation that's a little bit too heavy, it tends to cling to those dry patches, and it just makes my skin look dry. And although it is dry, that's not really the look that I'm going for. So the thing that I appreciate most about the Urban Decay foundation is that it provides me a light to medium coverage. So my skin is nice and smooth with an even complexion, but you can't see that it's super dry. I love a good mauve blush all year round, but especially in the fall and leading into the winter time, I really reach for those mauve blushes. And two of my favorites are Dallas by Benefit, which is just this beautiful, like you can even contour with this. It's just this beautiful mauve shade, and I feel like it really goes with every single eye look that I create in the fall time. But my second favorite that I reach for a lot is by NARS, and I feel like it's a blush that's not talked about a lot, and this is in the shade Lovejoy. Now it does look like there's a gold sheen in the pan, but when you put this on your cheeks, it's just a beautiful mauve shade. It's a deep mauve. It gives you a nice rosy look to your cheeks, but it's not chunky or glittery. I'm definitely a lipstick junkie, and I have a ton of lipsticks. A lot of them are in the same color family, but the shades and the lipsticks that I reach for the most in fall are a deep nude, like I'm wearing here, and this one on my lips is by Smashbox Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Always On. This is their liquid lipstick, and I like it because it's just like a deep nude shade with brown undertones, which is what I really look for in a fall nude. But I also really love Kylie Cosmetics Dolce K. It's similar to this one. I'll swatch it for you. It's similar to this one in the sense that you get that brown undertone and just a deeper nude shade, which I feel like looks really good with warm eyes in the fall. I also really like to reach for my purpley mauve shades, and the two that I'm going to show you are very high end, but these are my personal favorites, and I'm not necessarily saying these two lipsticks. I want to clarify, yes, I love these two lipsticks and highly recommend, but they are really expensive. These are just the two that I have in the color family that I'm going to show you. And the first is by Tom Ford. I know, big price tag. This was a birthday gift from my friend Smegs, and this is in the shade Pussycat 04. And I love just the purple mauves. I feel like they're so beautiful in the fall time. It has like a purple berry undertone, and it just screams fall to me. So this is definitely one that I reach for a lot. I also have a new favorite that I know I'm going to be reaching for a lot, and this was one that I picked up this summer when I went to Italy. It is by YSL in the shade 09, and this one also has a hefty price tag, not as much as the Tom Ford, but again, this is just a beautiful berry purple mauve shade. Now, if those two are out of your price range, I don't have any drugstore lipsticks in this shade. If that's something that you're interested in me looking into and creating a dupes video, I can do that for you. But I do have a little bit of a cheaper alternative, and it's by MAC Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Syrup. This was one of my first MAC lippies. It's a little bit more sheer than the other two, but you can see it's in the same color family. It's just that purple mauve tone, and I think MAC lipsticks are like $17 or something, so it's still not a drugstore price. But if you don't have the $50 or $32 for the other two lipsticks, this is another good alternative. The last lip color that I really like to wear during the fall time is like a deep burgundy wine red, and the one in my collection that I reach for a lot is by Ophir Cosmetics in the collab with Kathleen Lights, and this is Havana Nights. Now I love it because it's just like this deep oxblood red shade, but it doesn't have like a black or purple undertone. It very much is a red wine shade, and I feel like it looks really nice if you're just gonna do a neutral eye with a winged liner or something really simple on the eyes and you want like a bold statement lip. This is the one that I would recommend. I do have a couple eyeshadow palettes to share with you, and when I think of fall, I think of like fall colors, so orange, brown, gold, bronze. Those are the eyeshadow shades that I want to wear in the fall time, and there are so many palettes that you can use to create these looks, but these three palettes that I'm going to show you are the three that I know I will be reaching for this fall. This first palette is the newest one in my collection, and it is the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. This was the collab that Jaclyn Hill worked for 2 years on. She created these shades. They were not original Morphe shades. She came up with them. She worked closely on the pressing of the eyeshadows to get the pigment that she wanted and whatnot. But I really have been enjoying this palette, and I know that I'm going to get a ton of use out of it in the fall, just because look at these shades. Like, you totally have your neutral browns, you have an orange over there, you have all kinds of bronze and golds, you have some deep burgundy shades. I don't know necessarily that I will reach for these colorful shades too much in the fall, but I'll definitely be reaching for the berries, the golds, just these warm neutral brown shades. This is going to be a go-to palette for me. Now, I know that palette is really hard to get your hands on. I think they've had maybe 3 releases and it sells out super quick. So if you don't have that palette in your collection but you're still wanting to create warm fall looks, I totally recommend the original Lorac Pro palette. The thing that I like about this palette is that you have 16 shadows, 8 of them are matte, 8 of them are shimmer, and you can create similar looks. You have your warm brown shades, you have a gold, you have this beautiful red shade, a deep purple shade, and you can still create warm, beautiful looks with this palette. So this is definitely a good palette to reach for in the fall. And the third eyeshadow palette that I know will get a lot of love this fall is by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is the Modern Renaissance palette. I Love this palette so much. It's definitely an all-around go-to for me, but especially in the fall because you do have a beautiful orange, you have your warm brown shades, but you also have a little bit of color too. You have some pinks in there. You can deepen your eye look up with this deep brown cypress umber, but a lot of these shades are really warm and really neutral, and they just help you create like that neutral, warm orange fall eye look. Those are all of my makeup and beauty fall essentials. So now I'm gonna go into fashion, and I have a couple candles to share with you. So if you're not interested in that, feel free to X out of this video, but I thank you so much for watching and I hope you did enjoy. But for those of you who are interested in checking out some more fall essentials, I do have a couple fashion items that I wanna share with you. One thing I really love about the fall is that it is finally cool enough in Texas to throw on a scarf. I really enjoy wearing scarves, but you can't wear them a lot in Texas because it's so hot, and like we're in the middle of September, I still can't wear a scarf yet, but once the end of October, beginning of November hits, I'll be able to pull out my scarves, and I just feel like they're a nice accessory to any outfit, really. This one is definitely more of like a dressy scarf. It has a little bit of glitter in it. This is one that I would reach for if I was like going out with my husband on a date night. But then the thing I love about scarves is you can also make them more casual, and like I could throw this scarf on with just any kind of t-shirt, and it's just more of like an accessory to kind of dress up my outfit but still remain casual. One color that I know I will be wearing a lot in the fall time is an olive green shade. Now this is one of the slouchies, I think that's what they're called, from The Mint, and you can find them on Instagram at Shop The Mint. But this is just like a long tunic shirt. It's 3/4 sleeves. You can wear it with leggings, or I like to wear it with skinny jeans, and I throw a scarf on top. But this just screams fall to me. Like olive green is just such a fall shade, and so I definitely get a lot of use out of my slouchies in the fall time. And I really like to pair my fall outfits with a nice bootie. I tend to go for more of like the neutral brown boots when I do pull them out in the fall, but I really think booties are nice because you can wear them with skinny jeans or with leggings, and it just kind of adds a little bit to your outfit. So it can be casual, but it can also be a little bit more dressy, and I totally reach for these in the fall. And I want to finish this video by sharing my 2 favorite Bath & Body Works candle scents with you guys. Now, I will burn these all year round, but you can only find them at Bath & Body Works during the fall season, and so I tend to stock up when Bath & Body Works has their sales. I think like twice a year they do $10 3-wick candles, but they also have a lot of deals where you can get them for $12.50 when you buy 2. So my 2 favorite scents are Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow, which you can only get during the fall. It's like much more of like a vanilla marshmallow scent. Like I don't smell pumpkin at all. It's definitely like very vanilla and marshmallow, and it smells so good. And then my second favorite scent, which you can get in the fall and winter time, is Marshmallow Fireside. And I feel like this is like a cult favorite. It definitely smells like a fireplace. I think that's the thing that I love about it, is it smells like a fireplace, like you've lit a fire in your fireplace, and it doesn't smell like super marshmallowy or sweet. You can just really smell like the fire, and that's what I really love about this one. It's a great one to burn during the fall and winter, and I definitely stock up on those 2 scents. That's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope that you did enjoy my fall essentials. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I would love to hear what some of your fall essentials or fall favorites or fall go-to products are. So please leave those in the comments down below. I'd be interested to hear if we share some common favorites or if they're a little bit different. I also did play with color on the eyes today. I'm doing a 3-in-1 tutorial with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and so I created a colorful look today, but I feel like so uncomfortable because I typically don't reach for like colorful shadows. But what do you guys think? Like, should I play more with color? Should I do like a color series or something? I don't know. It feels so different to me, but I did have fun playing with that palette. That's gonna do it for this video. If you're new, I hope that you will consider subscribing before you go. I do upload twice a week. Right now I'm uploading on Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you hit that subscribe button, you'll be notified when I do upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.